Hello, my name is METİN ARIDAŞIR. This is 100th part of explanation of my theory. Dark matter is massless part of meta-sensation perception matter, MSPM. According to my theory and my formulas, dark matter is massless part of meta-sensation perception matter, universe. 1. Dark matter is massless region of meta-sensation perception matter. Meta-sensation perception matter is real matter that we cannot see directly. I have explained you before. 1. Accepted physics theories say dark matter has 85% of total mass of the universe. According to my theory and my formulas, this is impossible. I will explain in next video in detail. Mass and density only must be associated with cyclical, spherical, repetitive, intrinsic electron motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter. Mass and density are associated with only this kind of intrinsic motion forms, in other words, electron motion forms. 2. Eventually, all mass sources of meta-sensation perception matter, universe, are its intrinsic electron motion forms. If we mention density, we must talk about only density, population of electron motion forms in a certain volume of meta-sensation perception matter. More electron motion form denser regions, volumes of meta-sensation perception matter will have more mass. Meanwhile, this mass doesn't belong to meta-sensation perception matter. Mass is not property of meta-sensation perception matter. Mass is property of electron motion form only. Mass is property of motion form. Mass is property of motion, but peculiar motion, intrinsic peculiar motion of meta-sensation perception matter. Mass is property of motion. Mass is not property of matter. Mass is not property of meta-sensation matter, meta-sensation perception matter. Meanwhile, this mass doesn't belong to meta-sensation perception matter. Mass is not property of meta-sensation perception matter. Mass is property of electron motion form only. 3. Electron motion forms or electron-like motion forms are constituent part of all neutrons and protons, etc. also. They say there is no interaction. This I'm so sorry. They say there is no interaction. This includes electromagnetic interaction with dark matter. They say there is no interaction with dark matter. Dark matter theoretically concluded from discrepancy between accepted orbital velocity mass gravity relations and observations, and nobody see the dark matter. If there is no interaction, and no interaction results with some regions of metasensation perception matter, universe, there must not be electron or electron-like motion forms or their synthetic products like proton, etc. If there is no interaction and no interaction results with some regions of metasensation perception matter, there must not be electron or electron-like motion forms. Perhaps in these regions there may be electron motion arrows that exceed speed of light like neutrinos. Neutrinos are in fact electron motion arrows that exceed speed of light. I have told you before in my former videos. Therefore, if there are no electron motion forms, there will be no mass, and there will be no gravity, and there will be no gravitational effects. 4. According to my theory and my formulas, in some regions of metasensation perception matter, universe, doesn't contain or rarely contains electron motion form population. If in these regions don't contain electron motion form or contain only electron motion arrows that exceed speed of light, therefore there will be no mass. If dark matter is massless regions of massless region of metasensation perception matter, universe, if dark matter is massless regions of metasensation perception matter, universe, there will be no gravity between dark matter and observable universe objects, and there will be no gravitational effects of dark matter on the observable universe objects. Again, this is important. If dark matter is massless region of metasensation perception matter, universe, there will be no gravity between dark matter and observable universe objects, and there will be no gravitational effects of dark matter on the observable universe objects. In some region of metasensation perception matter have not contained electron motion forms or electron-like motion forms and their complex motion form structures. If in these regions volumes of metasensation perception matter there are no electron motion forms, if in these regions volumes of metasensation perception matter there are no electron motion forms, there will be no mass. Therefore, there will be no gravity. We know that if some things have no mass, there is no gravity between them. Yes. Have a good evening. See you later.